want to talk to you today about transdermal magnesium and tooth pain. For me, using this product has been amazing for the teeth. I had a lot of tooth problems when I was young, and from cavities to root canals to everything else, and I had a lot of pains and different things, and so I had to go through a severe amount of dental work and had to clean out, cavitate, which is what it's called, cavitation surgery, to clean out these areas completely, not like a typical pulled tooth, where there's like these nerve endings that stay and these low oxygen zones that stay, and bacteria can hibernate and incubate in there. So this was a cavitation where we had to go back in there and clean that stuff out and scrape and do all this stuff to get it back to pure clean and ozone and everything else they use to just clean that out and then start over again. So, but I had pains, and I would even have pain. I even have pains today sometimes through sugar or anything that might come into the diet, which is not good. Typically, sugar, some form of sugar, even if it's cane sugar. I mean, just any form of sugar can come in there and throw things off. So this has been amazing. What happens is I start to feel the pain. I feel like, oh, something's coming in. I feel like there's a pain happening because I ate something in the day. I usually can trace it to sugar, but the problem is I can't stop the pain. And so I feel like the pain is something eating away at my teeth. I mean, it could just be my mind, but that's what I feel like I need to stop it, And so this has been the only way for me to stop that pain, is through the transdermal. Actually through using it more on a dental hygiene type of way, where you just take you take like 5 or 10 sprays of it into the mouth and you just let it sit there. And it's horrible to taste, but it sits there. I mean, it's not that bad, but it sits there for like 20 minutes and it collects more and more water as you sit there. By the time you spit it all out, it's just like this gob of water. And so what you want to do is you want to do that. You don't have to do that very often, but at least once a month, or, depending on your issues. I wouldn't do it more than a couple times a month or once a week or something, because it's very intense for the gums and everything. It can actually not make the gums bleed, but it can, maybe, I don't know, because it's intense. And it's not a bad thing that it does that. It's just what it's doing in that moment. That purity is working on the teeth. So the teeth need that intensity, but the gums can't handle that intensity. So if you're doing something more often, like dental hygiene, you want to use it for something like that, I would recommend diluting it and using it that way, which is what a lot of dentists use. Dentists use this at 20% with water, 80% water, 20% the product, for more of a daily treatment and antibacterial and, calcium remineralization, which happens through magnesium as well. So there's a lot of positive things you can use it for, but you have to learn how to temper the sword. It's not just like, oh, I make my gum bleed one time, it's bad. It's like, no, what did it do to your teeth in that exact moment? Well, did it pull that out and get underneath the jawline and kill all those bacteria that were underneath there and do something you weren't able to do with any other product? Well, then it could be a good thing. So learning to use this and tempering the sword is amazing, but you can also use it for root canal, any of these type of pains. And if you have the pain on the top area, you can lean over your bed on the head, lean your head off the bed and do that top area. It just needs to bathe in it a little bit. And that usually pushes the pain out and reduces everything. And then you just have to avoid sugar in all forms, pretty much. I mean, as far as sugar, maybe some ice cream, some stuff like that. Like I use honey pretty much for everything, so I don't really mess with sugar anymore. But every once in a while, it might be added to something. But I try to get like an opaque sugar, not like anything that's crystalline or whatever, like a whole sugar or whatever that is. So not brown sugar. That's crystalline once again. But you know what I'm talking about, like coconut sugar in its natural form or whatever. So that's what I would recommend. I'd recommend using this for the teeth. It's amazing what it can do, and it can keep the dentist away for a long, 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 long time. And it actually helps the remineralization. It helps with a lot of other things in the body, the fixation of calcium, and it also has a lot of other benefits just in general for the nervous system if you use it transdermally. So get the right stuff. Don't get the fake stuff. Don't get the stuff in the plastic bottles. Don't get the stuff without the logo, Zechstein Inside trademark. Otherwise, it's not coming from Zechstein. Don't be fooled by what they tell you as far as, it says Zechstein, must be the same thing. It's like, no, it ain't. There's plenty of fakes and phonies out there using the term Zechstein because it can't be protected. And so this is the real deal coming from Vindam, which is an actual city in Holland where the Zex9 factory is and where they found this source. So it's not something that can be replicated elsewhere. And so this exceptional batch control certification can only be found there. So come check us out. $3 a week. Start yours. Get it going. Heal the #1 deficiency of the century, and keep coming back. Thanks. Heartoftradition.com. Come check us out.